Imagine waking up every morning feeling unstoppable. Picture yourself tackling challenges with ease, attracting success like a magnet, and living the life you've always dreamed of. Now, what if I told you that you could make this your reality in just 21 days? That's right. In less time than it takes to binge watch your favorite TV series, you could completely change the way you think and set yourself up for incredible success. This isn't some magic trick or empty promise. It's a proven method that has helped countless people transform their lives. The 21-day challenge to reprogram your mind for success is a powerful tool that anyone can use, regardless of where they're starting from. Whether you're a student trying to ace your exams, an entrepreneur looking to grow your business, or simply someone who wants to feel more confident and happy, this challenge can work wonders for you. But here's the thing. This challenge isn't about working harder or pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion. It's about working smarter. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up to big results. Think of it like planting a seed. At first, you might not see much happening on the surface, but beneath the ground, roots are growing stronger every day. And before you know it, a beautiful plant emerges, reaching towards the sky. That's exactly what this 21-day challenge does for your mind. It plants the seeds of success, nurtures them day by day, and helps them grow into a mindset that attracts abundance, happiness, and achievement. The best part? You don't need any special skills or resources to get started. All you need is a willingness to try something new and the commitment to stick with it for just 21 days. Now, you might be wondering, why 21 days? Well, there's a good reason for that, and we'll get into it soon. But first, let's talk about why this challenge is so important and how it can change your life in ways you never thought possible. Let's face it, life can be tough sometimes. We all face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Maybe you've been passed over for a promotion at work, or you're struggling to make ends meet. Perhaps you've got big dreams, but you just can't seem to find the motivation to pursue them. Or maybe you're doing okay, but you know deep down that you're capable of so much more. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world struggle with negative thoughts and habits that hold them back from achieving their full potential. It's like having a little voice in your head that constantly tells you you're not good enough, you can't do it, or why even bother trying? These negative thoughts and habits can be incredibly powerful. They can make you feel stuck, discouraged, and even hopeless. They can stop you from taking risks, trying new things, or believing in yourself. And the worst part is, they can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you constantly tell yourself that you can't succeed, you start to act in ways that make failure more likely. Think about it. How many times have you talked yourself out of applying for a job because you didn't think you were qualified? How often have you given up on a goal because it seemed too hard? How many opportunities have you missed because you were afraid of failing? These negative patterns don't just affect your career or your goals, they can seep into every area of your life. They can strain your relationships, harm your health, and rob you of the joy and fulfillment you deserve. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Every step becomes a struggle, and you can't move as freely or as far as you'd like. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to be a prisoner of your own negative thoughts. You have the power to change the way you think, and in doing so, change your entire life. That's where the 21-day challenge comes in. Now that we understand the problem, let's talk about the solution. The 21-day challenge to reprogram your mind for success is like a reset button for your brain. It's a way to break free from negative thought patterns and replace them with positive, empowering ones. Think of your mind like a garden. Right now, it might be full of weeds, negative thoughts that choke out the good stuff. This challenge is about pulling out those weeds and planting seeds of success instead. And just like a real garden, it takes time and consistent care to see results. Over the next 21 days, you'll learn simple but powerful techniques that will help you transform your mindset. These aren't complicated or time-consuming. In fact, most of them take just a few minutes each day. But don't let their simplicity fool you. These techniques are backed by science and have been proven to work time and time again. You'll learn how to use positive affirmations to boost your confidence and self-belief. You'll discover the power of visualization and how to use it to attract success into your life. You'll start a gratitude practice that will shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right in your world. And that's just the beginning. The best part? Anyone can do this. You don't need any special skills or knowledge. You don't need to buy anything or go anywhere. All you need is an open mind and the willingness to spend a few minutes each day working on yourself. Now I know what you might be thinking. I've tried things like this before and they didn't work. Or maybe, I don't have time for this. But here's the thing. This challenge is different. It's not about making huge, overwhelming changes all at once. It's about making small, consistent shifts that add up to big results over time. Think of it like learning to play an instrument. You wouldn't expect to sit down at a piano for the first time and play a concerto, right? But if you practiced for just a few minutes every day, you'd be amazed at how quickly you'd improve. The same principle applies here. Each day, you'll be taking small steps towards reprogramming your mind for success. And by the end of the 21 days, you'll be playing a whole new tune in your life. But why 21 days? Well, there's actually some science behind this number. Many experts believe that it takes about 21 days to form a new habit or break an old one. This doesn't mean that you'll be completely transformed in 3 weeks. Change is a journey, not a destination. But 21 days is long enough to start seeing real changes and short enough to feel achievable. During these 21 days, you'll be creating new neural pathways in your brain. Every time you practice one of the techniques you'll learn, you're strengthening these pathways. It's like carving a new path through a forest. The first time you walk it, it might be tough going. But the more you use that path, the clearer and easier it becomes. And here's the really exciting part. Once you've completed the 21 days, you'll have built a solid foundation for continued growth and success. The positive habits you've formed will continue to serve you long after the challenge is over. It's like learning to ride a bike. Once you've got it for life. Now, I want to be clear, this challenge isn't a magic wand that will instantly solve all your problems. It's not about ignoring reality or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about changing the way you perceive and respond to the world around you. It's about developing the mental tools you need to overcome obstacles seize opportunities, and create the life you want. Throughout this challenge, you'll learn to recognize negative thought patterns and replace them with positive ones. You'll discover how to tap into your inner strength and resilience. You'll learn to focus on solutions instead of problems and possibilities instead of limitations. But perhaps most importantly, you'll learn to believe in yourself. Because here's the truth. You are capable of so much more than you realize. You have untapped potential just waiting to be unleashed. This challenge is about helping you see and embrace that potential. So are you ready to take control of your mind and your life? Are you ready to break free from limiting beliefs and step into your power? Are you ready to become the best version of yourself? If your answer is yes, then you're in the right place. Over the next 21 days, we're going to work together to reprogram your mind for success. It won't always be easy. There might be days when you feel like giving up. But if you stick with it, if you commit to showing up for yourself every day, I promise you'll be amazed at the results. Remember, every great achievement starts with a single step. This challenge is your first step towards a more successful, fulfilling life. It's your chance to rewrite your story and create a future filled with possibility and promise. In the coming sections, we'll dive deeper into each of the techniques you'll be using during this challenge. We'll explore how they work, why they're effective, and how to incorporate them into your daily routine. We'll also address some of the common challenges you might face along the way and how to overcome them. But for now, I want you to do something important. Take a moment to imagine yourself 21 days from now. Picture yourself feeling more confident, more positive, and more in control of your life. Imagine waking up each morning excited about the day ahead, knowing that you have the power to shape your reality. That version of you isn't just a dream, it's a very real possibility. And it all starts with the decision to take this challenge. So are you ready to begin your journey towards success? Are you ready to unlock your full potential and create the life you've always wanted? Let's get started. Your 21-day transformation begins now. Certainly. Here's the continuation of the script, covering the next 3 sections of the outline. You might be wondering, why 21 days? What's so special about this number? Well, let's dive into the fascinating science behind it. The concept of 21 days to form a habit isn't just a random idea. It's based on years of research and observation. Back in the 1950s, a plastic surgeon named Dr. Maxwell Maltz noticed something interesting. He found that when he performed an operation, like a nose job, it took about 21 days for the patient to get used to their new look. But here's the really intriguing part. He also noticed that when a patient lost a limb, it took about 21 days for them to adjust to their new situation. This led Dr. Maltz to conclude that it takes a minimum of 21 days for an old mental image to dissolve and a new one to form. He wrote about this in his book, Psycho-Cybernetics, and the idea caught on like wildfire. Now it's important to note that more recent research suggests that the exact time can vary. Some habits might form faster, while others might take longer. But 21 days remains a powerful benchmark. It's long enough to see real change, but short enough to feel achievable. Think of it like planting a garden. When you plant a seed, you don't see results right away. For a while, it might seem like nothing is happening, but beneath the surface, roots are growing, and the plant is preparing to sprout. Then, around the 21-day mark, you start to see the first signs of growth above ground. That's exactly what happens in your brain during this challenge. Every day, as you practice the techniques we'll discuss, you're planting seeds of success in your mind. You're creating new neural pathways, like little roads in your brain that make positive thoughts and behaviors easier and more automatic. At first, these pathways are weak, like a dirt trail through a forest, but every time you use them, they get stronger and clearer. By the end of 21 days, you've carved out some solid paths. The positive thoughts and behaviors that felt difficult at first start to feel more natural and effortless. But here's the really exciting part. Your brain doesn't stop changing after 21 days. Thanks to a process called neuroplasticity, your brain can continue to form new connections throughout your life. So while 21 days is a great start, it's really just the beginning of your journey towards a success-oriented mindset. Understanding this science is powerful because it gives you patience and perspective. You might not see dramatic changes on day 3 or day 7, but if you stick with it, by day 21, you'll start to notice a real shift in how you think and feel. And that's when things get really exciting. Now that we understand why 21 days is so important, let's take a closer look at what this challenge actually involves. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to completely overhaul your life or spend hours each day on complicated exercises. This challenge is designed to be simple, doable, and effective. Each day of the challenge, you'll focus on 3 main practices: positive affirmations, visualization, and gratitude journaling. These might sound simple, and in many ways, they are. But don't let their simplicity fool you. These are powerful tools that can dramatically shift your mindset and your life. Positive affirmations. This is about changing the way you talk to yourself. Instead of negative self-talk, you'll learn to use positive, empowering statements. It's like being your own biggest cheerleader. Visualization. This practice involves using your imagination to see your success. It's like creating a mental movie of the life you want to live. Gratitude. Journaling. This is all about focusing on the good things in your life. By regularly noting what you're grateful for, you train your brain to look for the positive. Each of these practices takes just a few minutes, but when combined and done consistently, they can create powerful change. You'll do each of these every day for 21 days. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. I'm too busy for this, or I'm not the type of person who does this kind of thing. But here's the beauty of this challenge. It's designed to fit into any lifestyle. You don't need any special equipment or a lot of free time. You can do these practices while you're having your morning coffee, during your lunch break, or before you go to bed. The key is consistency, not perfection. And the best part? Anyone can do this. It doesn't matter how old you are, what your background is, or where you're starting from. Whether you're a student, a busy parent, a corporate executive, or a retiree, this challenge can work for you. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You wouldn't skip brushing your teeth because you're too busy, right? This challenge is about making mental hygiene just as much of a priority as physical hygiene. It's about taking a few minutes each day to clean out negative thoughts and polish your mindset. Over the next 21 days, you'll learn exactly how to do each of these practices effectively. You'll discover tips and tricks to make them work best for you, and you'll start to see how these small daily actions can add up to big changes in your life. Remember, this isn't about completely transforming your life overnight. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. It's about planting seeds of success and nurturing them day by day. By the end of the 21 days, you won't be a different person. You'll be a better version of yourself. You'll have tools and habits that you can use for the rest of your life to continue growing and achieving your goals. So, are you ready to take on this challenge? Are you ready to invest a few minutes each day in becoming the best version of yourself? If so, let's dive deeper into each of these practices and how they can help reprogram your mind for success. Let's start with one of the most powerful tools in our 21-day challenge: positive affirmations. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. You might be thinking, how can just saying nice things to myself really make a difference? But stick with me, because the science behind this is pretty amazing. Positive affirmations are short, powerful statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They're like little pep talks that you give yourself throughout the day. But they're more than just empty words. They have the power to actually rewire your brain. You see, our brains are constantly forming new neural pathways based on our thoughts and experiences. When we repeatedly think negative thoughts like, I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed, we strengthen the neural pathways associated with those beliefs. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the good news. We can use this same process to our advantage. By regularly repeating positive affirmations, we can create and strengthen neural pathways associated with confidence, success, and positivity. It's like changing the station on a radio. Right now, your brain might be tuned into the negativity channel, constantly playing messages of doubt and fear. Positive affirmations are like switching the channel to success and confidence. At first, the signal might be weak and hard to hear, but the more you tune in, the stronger and clearer it becomes. Make them positive. Instead of I'm not a failure, say I am successful. Use the present tense. Say I am confident rather than I will be confident. Make them specific. I am a skilled public speaker is better than I am good at my job. Keep them short and simple. They should be easy to remember and repeat. Make them personal. Use I statements that resonate with you. Here are some examples of powerful affirmations. I am capable of achieving great things. I attract success and abundance into my life. I am confident and self-assured in all situations. I am worthy of love, respect, and success. I turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Start your day with affirmations. As soon as you wake up, before you even get out of bed, repeat your chosen affirmations. This sets a positive tone for the day. Use them during stressful moments. When you're facing a challenge or feeling doubtful, pause and repeat your affirmations. It's like giving yourself a quick mental boost. End your day with affirmations. Before you go to sleep, repeat your affirmations. This helps program your subconscious mind while you sleep. Write them down. Don't just say your affirmations. Write them down too. The act of writing helps reinforce the message in your mind. Say them with feeling. Don't just mumble your affirmations half-heartedly. Say them with conviction and emotion. The more you feel them, the more powerful they become. Now, I want to be clear. Affirmations aren't about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. They're about choosing to focus on the positive and empowering aspects of yourself and your life. They're about programming your mind for success rather than failure. At first, your affirmations might feel fake or forced. You might not believe them. That's okay and completely normal. The key is to keep doing them anyway. Remember, you're creating new neural pathways in your brain. It takes time and repetition for these new pathways to become strong. Think of it like learning a new language. At first, the words feel strange and unfamiliar. But the more you practice, the more natural they become. Eventually, you start thinking in that new language without even trying. The same thing happens with positive affirmations. Keep at it, and soon these positive thoughts will become your default way of thinking. Let me share a quick story to illustrate the power of affirmations. There was a woman named Sarah who always struggled with public speaking. Every time she had to give a presentation at work, she'd be filled with anxiety. She'd tell herself, "I'm terrible at this. I'm going to mess up." As part of this challenge, Sarah started using the affirmation, "I am a confident and skilled public speaker." At first, she felt silly saying it, but she stuck with it, repeating it several times a day. After a few weeks, something interesting happened. When she had to give a presentation, she still felt nervous, but there was also a new voice in her head saying, "You can do this. You're good at this." To her surprise, the presentation went better than ever before. This didn't happen because the affirmation magically made her a great speaker overnight. What it did was change her mindset. It gave her the confidence to prepare well, to speak with more assurance, and to focus on her message rather than her fear. The affirmation changed her internal narrative, which in turn changed her behavior and her results. That's the power of positive affirmations. They're not about ignoring problems or pretending to be something you're not. They're about choosing to focus on your potential rather than your limitations. They're about programming your mind for success instead of failure. So, as part of this 21-day challenge, I want you to choose 3 to 5 affirmations that resonate with you. Write them down. Say them out loud at least 3 times a day. When you wake up, sometime during the day, and before you go to bed, say them with feeling. Believe in them, even if it feels strange at first. Remember, you're not just saying words. You're rewiring your brain. You're changing the soundtrack of your mind from one of doubt and limitation to one of confidence and possibility. And that, my friends, is the first step in reprogramming your mind for success. In our next section, we'll explore another powerful tool in our 21-day challenge, visualization. Get ready to harness the incredible power of your imagination to create the life you want. Certainly. Here's the continuation of the script, covering the remaining sections of the outline, followed by a conclusion. Now that we've explored the power of positive affirmations, let's dive into another incredible tool for reprogramming your mind, visualization. This might sound a bit like daydreaming, and in a way it is, but it's daydreaming with a purpose, and it's backed by some pretty impressive science. Visualization is the practice of creating a mental image of what you want to achieve. It's like watching a movie in your mind, but you're the director, the star, and the entire audience. And here's the amazing part. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between what you're vividly imagining and what's actually happening. When you visualize something, your brain fires up many of the same neural pathways that would activate if you were actually doing that thing. Athletes use this technique all the time. A basketball player might visualize the perfect free throw, or a gymnast might mentally rehearse their routine. Studies have shown that this mental practice can be almost as effective as physical practice in improving performance. But visualization isn't just for athletes. It's a powerful tool for anyone who wants to achieve their goals, whether that's landing a dream job, starting a successful business, or improving your relationships. Find a quiet place. You want to be free from distractions so you can focus fully on your mental image. Relax your body. Take a few deep breaths. Consciously relax your muscles. This helps quiet your mind and makes visualization easier. Create a clear, detailed image. Don't just think about your goal in abstract terms. Really see it in your mind's eye. What does it look like? What sounds do you hear? What do you feel? Engage all your senses. The more senses you involve, the more real your visualization becomes to your brain. Feel the emotions. How does achieving this goal make you feel? Happy? Proud? Excited? Really let yourself experience those emotions. Make it a regular practice. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day visualizing your goals. Consistency is key. Let's say your goal is to start a successful business. Here's how you might visualize that. Close your eyes and see yourself in your office. What does it look like? Maybe you see a sleek desk, a computer with the latest sales figures on the screen. Feel the comfortable chair you're sitting in. Hear the buzz of your employees working outside your office. Smell the fresh coffee on your desk. Now, imagine a big client walking in to sign a major deal. See their smile as they shake your hand. Feel the sense of pride and accomplishment welling up inside you. The more vividly you can imagine this scene, the more powerful the visualization becomes. Your brain starts to believe that this success is not just possible, but probable. Now, I want to be clear. Visualization isn't about sitting back and waiting for your dreams to magically come true. It's about programming your mind to recognize opportunities, to stay motivated, and to take action towards your goals. When you regularly visualize your success, you're more likely to notice opportunities that align with your goals. You're more likely to take actions that lead you towards success. And you're more likely to persist in the face of challenges because you've already seen yourself succeeding. So, as part of this 21-day challenge, I want you to spend at least 5 minutes each day visualizing your goals. Make it as vivid and detailed as possible. Really let yourself feel the emotions of success. Do this consistently, and you'll be amazed at how it starts to shape your thoughts, your actions, and ultimately your reality. We've explored positive affirmations and visualization. Now, let's talk about the third powerful practice in our 21-day challenge, gratitude journaling. This might sound simple, maybe even a bit cheesy, but trust me, the impact of this practice can be truly life-changing. Gratitude journaling is exactly what it sounds like, regularly writing down things you're grateful for. But it's so much more than just making a list. It's about training your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your life, and it can have a profound effect on your mindset and overall well-being. You see, our brains have what's called a negativity bias. We're wired to pay more attention to negative experiences than positive ones. This made sense for our ancestors. Being alert to dangers was crucial for survival. But in our modern world, this tendency can leave us feeling stressed, anxious, and pessimistic. Gratitude journaling helps counteract this negativity bias. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that helps you see the good things in your life more clearly. And the more you practice gratitude, the more automatic it becomes. Get a journal. This can be a fancy notebook or just a simple notepad. The important thing is to have a dedicated place for your gratitude entries. Set a regular time. Whether it's first thing in the morning or just before bed, choose a time that works for you and stick to it. Write down 3 things. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big things, like your health or your family, or small things, like a delicious cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. Be specific. Instead of just writing, "I'm grateful for my friend," try, "I'm grateful for the way my friend listened to me when I was having a tough day." Feel the gratitude. Don't just go through the motions. As you write each item, really let yourself feel the gratitude. This is key to making the practice effective. Mix it up. Try to write down different things each day. This helps you notice new things to be grateful for. Now, you might be thinking, how is this going to help me succeed? Well, the benefits of gratitude are backed by some impressive research. Studies have shown that regular gratitude practice can increase happiness and life satisfaction, reduce stress and anxiety, improve sleep quality, boost immune function, increase resilience in the face of challenges, improve relationships. All of these benefits can contribute to your success. When you're happier and less stressed, you're more creative and productive. When you're more resilient, you're better able to overcome obstacles. When your relationships improve, you have a stronger support network. But perhaps most importantly, gratitude helps shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. It helps you see the abundance in your life, which can be a powerful motivator. When you're grateful for what you have, you're more likely to make the most of your opportunities and resources. Let me share a quick story to illustrate this. There was a man named John who always felt like he didn't have enough. He was constantly comparing himself to others and feeling like he was falling short. As part of this challenge, he started a gratitude journal. At first, it was hard for him to think of things to be grateful for. But as he kept at it, he started noticing more and more positive things in his life. He became grateful for his skills, for the opportunities he had, for the people who supported him. This shift in focus changed everything for John. He started feeling more confident and positive. He began to see opportunities where before he only saw obstacles. His relationships improved as he became more appreciative of the people in his life. And all of this led to more success in his career and personal life. That's the power of gratitude. It doesn't just make you feel good, it changes the way you see the world and interact with it. And that can lead to real, tangible success. So, as part of this 21-day challenge, I want you to start a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Really feel the gratitude as you write. Do this consistently, and you'll start to notice a shift in your mindset and your life. Now that we've covered the 3 main practices of our 21-day challenge, positive affirmations, visualization, and gratitude journaling, let's talk about something important: overcoming challenges. Because let's face it, changing your mindset isn't always easy. You might face some obstacles along the way. One common challenge is consistency. It's easy to get excited at the beginning of a new project, but keeping that momentum going for 21 days can be tough. You might miss a day here and there, or you might find your enthusiasm waning after the first week. Set reminders. Use your phone or sticky notes to remind yourself to do your daily practices. Link your new habits to existing ones. For example, do your affirmations while brushing your teeth, or your gratitude journaling right after dinner. Don't aim for perfection. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track the next day. Keep it simple. If you're short on time, even a 1-minute practice is better than nothing. Another challenge you might face is skepticism. You might find yourself thinking, "This isn't working," or "This is silly." This is normal, especially at the beginning. Give it time. Remember, you're creating new neural pathways. This takes time and repetition. Look for small changes. Success doesn't always come in big, dramatic ways. Notice the little positive shifts in your thoughts and behaviors. Keep an open mind. Even if you're skeptical, commit to giving it a genuine try for the full 21 days. Adjust as needed. If an affirmation doesn't feel right, change it. If visualization is hard, start with shorter sessions. Make the practices work for you. You might also face external challenges. Maybe your friends or family are skeptical, or your busy schedule makes it hard to find time for these practices. Set boundaries. Let others know that this is important to you and ask for their support. Find a buddy. Partner up with someone who's also working on personal growth. You can support and motivate each other. Be flexible. If your usual time for practice doesn't work one day, find another time. The key is to do it, not when you do it. Start small. Even just a minute or 2 of practice can make a difference. As you see benefits, you'll naturally want to dedicate more time to it. Remember, every challenge you overcome is strengthening your mind and bringing you closer to success. These obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're opportunities for growth. As we near the end of our discussion about the 21-day challenge, let's talk about what you can expect. What kind of changes might you see after 21 days of consistent practice? First, it's important to understand that everyone's journey is unique. The changes you experience might be different from someone else's, and some changes might be subtle at first, becoming more noticeable over time. That being said, here are some common positive changes that people often report after completing this challenge. Increased positivity. You might find yourself naturally focusing more on the good things in your life. Negative thoughts don't disappear completely, but they have less power over you. Improved self-confidence. As you repeat positive affirmations and visualize your success, you start to believe in yourself more. You might find yourself taking on challenges that you would have avoided before. Greater resilience. When setbacks occur, you're better able to bounce back. You see obstacles as temporary and solvable rather than insurmountable. Enhanced focus. Regular visualization practice can improve your ability to concentrate on your goals. You might find it easier to avoid distractions and stay committed to your objectives. Increased gratitude. You'll likely find yourself noticing and appreciating the good things in your life more often. This can lead to greater overall life satisfaction. Reduced stress and anxiety. Many people report feeling calmer and more at peace after incorporating these practices into their daily routine. Improved relationships. As you become more positive and grateful, you might notice your relationships improving. People are often drawn to those who radiate positivity. Increased motivation. As you consistently visualize your goals and affirm your ability to achieve them, you might find yourself more motivated to take action towards those goals. Better sleep. Particularly if you do your gratitude journaling before bed, you might notice improvements in your sleep quality. More opportunities. This might sound magical, but it's really about perception. As you train your mind to look for the positive, you're more likely to notice opportunities that align with your goals. Remember, these changes don't happen overnight. They're the result of consistently reprogramming your mind over 21 days. And the best part? If you continue these practices beyond the 21 days, the benefits can continue to grow and solidify. Let me share a personal story to illustrate this. When I first started this practice, I was skeptical. I didn't see much change in the first week, but I committed to sticking with it for the full 21 days. By the end of the second week, I started noticing small shifts. I was complaining less and appreciating more. I felt more confident in meetings at work. By the end of the 21 days, the changes were clear. I was more positive, more focused, and more resilient. I started taking on projects I would have been too scared to try before. And here's the really interesting part. People around me started to notice. They commented on how I seemed different, more confident, more upbeat. That's when I realized that this wasn't just changing my inner world, it was changing how I showed up in the world, which in turn was changing how the world responded to me. It was like a positive feedback loop. Now, I want to be clear. This challenge isn't a magic wand that will solve all your problems. You'll still face challenges and setbacks. But what it does is equip you with the mental tools to handle those challenges more effectively. It helps you approach life from a place of positivity and possibility rather than negativity and limitation. So, as you go through this 21-day challenge, pay attention to the small changes. Notice how your thought patterns shift. Pay attention to how you react to situations differently. These small shifts are signs that you're successfully reprogramming your mind for success. We've covered a lot of ground in this discussion about the 21-day challenge to reprogram your mind for success. We've explored the power of positive affirmations, the magic of visualization, and the transformative effect of gratitude. We've talked about how to overcome challenges and what kind of results you might expect. Now, it's time for you to take action. Remember, knowledge without action is like having a powerful car but never turning on the engine. You've got the roadmap. Now it's time to start the journey. Start today. Choose your affirmations. Set aside time for visualization. Get a journal for your gratitude practice. Commit to doing these things every day for the next 21 days. Will it be easy? Not always. Will there be days when you don't feel like doing it? Probably. But remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about making a commitment to yourself and your growth. Think about where you want to be 21 days from now. Imagine how it would feel to be more positive, more confident, more resilient. Imagine approaching your goals with a new sense of clarity and determination. That's the power of this challenge. You have everything you need to start this journey. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, and most importantly, you have the potential within you to create real, lasting change in your life. So, are you ready to reprogram your mind for success? Are you ready to take control of your thoughts and shape your reality? Are you ready to become the best version of yourself? The next 21 days could be the beginning of a whole new chapter in your life. A chapter filled with more positivity, more confidence, and more success. All it takes is a decision. Your decision to start this challenge and stick with it. Remember, every great achievement starts with a single step. This is your step. This is your moment. Embrace it. Commit to it. And watch as you begin to transform your mind and your life. You've got this. Now go out there and make the next 21 days count. Your future self will thank you.